Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This should be the final episode. Von Karma has arrived and presents our evidence, and we are gonna finally discuss our final pieces of evidence. And let's start. Question more 50. Does that pistol have any relation to this case? He had to perform ballistics tests where I can't say for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me. With you. That's the pistol you used to shoot you, isn't it? That's what I believe, yes. Oh. I kept the bullet they removed from my shoulder as sort of a memento. just like my father. I'm sure it'll be an excellent sample for the test. So that's the pistol that was used to shoot Francisca. It's probably not going to help us very much. The second piece of evidence is his videotape. I bet the killer took that from the Vanguard mansion. Unfortunately, there was no time to. Oh yeah? I would speculate that this tape is very important. Why would you say that? Because he came back to his hideout for it. The killer went back for it? That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site. But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man. The last piece of evidence is the bellboy's uniform. Is that a uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime? I'm almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets. There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing this at the night of the murder. There's one thing I found interesting about this uniform. And what is that? There's a button missing on this uniform. A button. It's a very unique button. I'm sure we were to recover it. It provides us with an interesting clue. The bellboy's buttons is missing. That is all I have to present, Your Honor. It's just as I thought. What is that, Your Honor? I'm sure we were under normal circumstances. These items from Shelley Killer's house would be very important clues. However, our question is, who did the killing? It is, who is the client? Well, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Karma. Please step down now. Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new evidence. Sorry, I'm just out of it right now. I was just drinking my drink. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand out a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he? Is this the end? Phoenix, I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, is there? I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. We have to make that miracle happen. Can't give up now. You can't give up this far. But no matter how you think about it, it's... Phoenix! Can you literally shut up for 1 second? God, you're pissing me off right now. Try for my sake. Just think about it for 1 second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us. 2. The first. Make on guard wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict. Huh? The killer will always place his clients' wishes first. If a guard himself wishes to be convicted, he will let his hostage go. That may be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible. Second way. Force the killer to end his contract with Engard. If the killer were no longer to think of Engard as his client, he will let Maya go. Mia, that's even more impossible. He's a man who values his duty above all else towards his clients. Unless Matt were to betray someone. We just gotta find that. I know both of these seem like impossible feats at first. We can make either one miracle happen, it would truly be a miracle. The bigger problem is, the judge has already said he doesn't need more evidence. Pieces will he just show he's not accepting them. Phoenix, think things through from the other side. Isn't that how it's worked for us? The other side, what does she mean? You mean, turn things around? Phoenix, the judge says he doesn't need the evidence. That's the case. Then who does need it? The person who needs the evidence. The defense, prosecution, and the judge. We have seen all pieces of the evidence. And we have come to know the truth. But there's one person who has yet to see them all. That is the person who does not know the truth. That truth and maybe what will bring the miracle in the end. There are no objections this time, correct? Now I'll pronounce my verdict. Why don't you respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I've already told you, Mr. Wright, this court does not need any more evidence. I am not saying us that needs for evidence, Your Honor. Then you want to show that evidence to that person? Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, for you to ask such passion, I'll grant you one chance. One chance. Please show your evidence who to think is the right person. That's impossible to turn this situation around in one try. One try, that's all I will permit. I'm trying to remember. Everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix, think. There must be a way to save Maya while taking on guard down at the same time. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would like to show this evidence to?
Take that!
Are they the same person? Fuck it. I think it's pretty obvious we should. After all, they're his items. So.
Take that!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I don't have to say anything to this. How about you, Miss Von Karma? Well, I was just shot, so. I'm afraid I cannot allow the defense to continue. What? No one understands what you're talking about anymore. Wait, please, one more chance. Listen up, I will see to my verdict. This court finds the defendant mad on guard. Not guilty. No! That is all. This court is adjourned. Just like that, casekeeper ran away from the courtroom and wandered the streets alone and never saw Maya again. The killer is a man of his word. She gets released. Heard the verdict of Miss Andrews' trial a few days later. She was found guilty, of course. This miracle never happened. It was never meant to, because a miracle is something that doesn't exist. Game over. Well, I guess I got achievement justice served. Ah, fuck. Did I save? Alright, I'm skipping. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna be skipping. Come on, come on. I guess I forgot to save on that point, I guess.
Hold it!
Alright, let's start. Sorry, guys. I'm just skimming through. It's very important that we gotta save.
Objection!
I'm gonna save right now. This is important. I'm gonna save fucking right now. Alright, I don't make this mistake ever again. Everything has happened to this point. I think Phoenix think there must be some way. Alright, let's do this slowly. Slowly. Shelly the killer.
Take that!
I see. Now tell us for one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Well, we could say the pistol is unrelated. Obviously, the bellboy is obviously the killer. What is this videotape? I actually want to know what this videotape is.
Take that!
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there's some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, please bring in the transceiver from earlier. Alright, it looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, she's okay, right? Didn't I tell you that to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence? Yes, as one is all I need. I have here a videotape I was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back. That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape. I thought so. I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard. Do you know what the contents of this videotape are? I was sternly told by my client to not watch it. So I absolutely have no idea. Actually, you are on this tape. Me? There was a video cam. Oh! Oh! So that's what's on the tape. You killing Juan Corrida. Your actions were being recorded. What? Is that true, Mr. Wright? Who was it that planted the camera? Well, the person who couldn't plan to place the camera at the scene of the crime would be your client, naturally. That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Your client specified a place and time for you, isn't that right? Yes. So they could film you. I had no idea. Mr. Wright, why would my client do such a thing? Aha! Betrayal. I would like to know why. Why did Matt Ungard film the crime scene? The reason why he did that to take it out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client would secretly film the crime scene. They wanted to blackmail you. Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you, and this is what they said. But I'm no weakling. I don't believe in anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins are above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay, even blackmail him if I want. Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking of using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say to that, Shelly the killer? Yeah. Oh! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning. Yes, by a natural. As the kind of person they are, your client is a person who only thinks and plots how to use people around them. protect themselves from any dangers and all dangers that may arise. That is the true nature of your client. I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us numerous things times during your testimony. You said you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then, that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer's name, even if it takes an eternity, I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I see. That is all I wanted to know. So the traitor becomes the killer's next target? Ah, I get it. This is how we'll turn this case around. Mr. Wright? Yes? My contract with my client is over as of now. It seemed to have a new job in my hands. I will now return to you your precious item. What the? I'm not an item. Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Thank goodness. Guilty! 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 This trial appears to have come to its conclusion. However, I actually don't quite know what just happened. Miss Von Karma, where did that? She was always had you in her sights. Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Oh, he's panicking. Mr. On Guard. Looks like somehow you got what you wanted. You finally received the acquittal you wanted so badly. You should be happy. But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, the one very betrayed assassin may appear before you. Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me. Oh, now you're panicking. You use Maya as a tool, you piece of shit. Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please. Is this alright with you, Mr. Wright? You have finally reached the end of the very long battle. Whether he's convicted or acquitted, there's no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever way your heart tells you. Right, Chief. Guilty! I always wanted the guilty sentence. You're guilty. Mad on Guard? Even though I am a lawyer, I cannot make your crime disappear. I think a guilty verdict is appropriate here. Me? My wonderful self? My wonderful self? Guilty? If you got an acquittal, the instant you set foot outside the detention center, your life would be in danger. No matter which way you look at it. You cannot run away from your crime anymore. No! Guilty, guilty, guilty! Jesus, look at the cuts on his face. As always, it looks like we have uncovered the real truth. I don't remember helping out you helping out this much. Mr. Edger, I was Mad on Guard. I have left Miss Von Karma in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal and whipped letter right about now. Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it, witness? Yes. I plan to pay my debt for the society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to the witness stand during this trial, all I felt was despair. She must be talking about the time Edward really went after her. I guess she's trying to forgive him for what he did. This witness, how should I say that she has an illness? If you're going to say you would choose death, that is no concern to me. After that, when I was alone at the detention center, it's the first time I saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength to convict Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved. Wow, It's the first time I've ever seen her smile. I'm really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone. It looks like we have resolved everything at last. If as for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits, and that's good enough for me. That is all. This court is adjourned. You were great out there, Phoenix. What I did out there was right, wasn't it? It's the first time you gotten your client off. You gotten him a guilty verdict this time, but you have to look at the past at all that, and what's really important. You now realize there's something more than just getting a not guilty, right? Yes, I understand now. Phoenix, think back for a second. Think the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with that final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make. Now to Mr. Wright. Let's hear your defense's final statements on this matter. Can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Should I side with justice, or should I save Maya's life? My client, man on guard? Is he guilty or is he not guilty? Those were your answers then. And your answer? You just spoke to what a lawyer means to you. Right. Edgeworth, I have good news. Maya's now safe in police custody. Really? Pearls, you're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, she's quite safe. She's on her way here as we speak in a patrol car. Hey, Mystic Maya is safe. You did it. You really did it, Mr. Nick. Ow. He punches deceptively hard for a kid. I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her. Mr. Nick will save her. Thanks? Oh. What's wrong? Miss Von Karma. About earlier, thanks. Ow! Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix, right? You lost. Your perfect win record has now become crushed. And yet, you're still happy? I don't think you'll ever understand, Miss Von Karma. How dare you? Don't worry. She made time, after all. I was like that myself only until a year ago. Edgeworth. For my own personal victories and for my guilty verdicts. I use every dirty trick in the book, and so my win record remains spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt that I had lost everything because of that. And then... Yep, it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. Well, after the Gant case, and I left that note, Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. As you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl in a hole and die. But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was that moment of clarity that everything began to change. What foolish nonsense. We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong against it with his undying fate. And then before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well. What? You trusted your enemy? It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is fight with the knowledge we hold in everything we have. erasing the paradoxes one by one. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch, but we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This I promise you. The truth? Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors' defense attorneys exist. I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive this man who went into hiding, isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night? Is Mr. Edgeworth right? Mr. Nick? You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. The reason I decided to become a lawyer to begin with was because I believed in the things you said to me all those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. That's why, 1 year ago, I made up my mind. I decided that Miles Edgeworth I knew it has died. At least that's what I told myself. You pathetic fool. Miss Von Karma. I don't want to hear the wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. Von Karma is someone who's destined to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you're no longer worthy. You're no longer worthy of being a Von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over. Francisco threw something on the ground just now. This is an electromagnetic receiver. Isn't that the thing she used to track Detective Gumshoe? Or turn this to the precinct later? There's something else. Isn't that Miss Von Karma's whip? I'll never set foot in the courtroom, never again. I'm sure that's what she's saying by this action. You should keep this right. Okay. Nick! Maya! Yay! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya! Yay! Yay! Good ending. Nick, I knew you would come through. You got on guard convicted like I knew you would. On top of that, you even rescued me. Of course I did. You know I will never desert you. I would never choose the not guilty verdict. Right? Right? I would never choose Matt on guard not guilty, right? I'm sure we pressed our luck this trial, but you're really lucky to be standing here. Whatever. Look, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and hunt me like a bad ghost through Pearly. Is it really that easy? That's something like that? Thanks a lot, Nick. Don't mention it. Maya. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm relieved you're alright. Hey, looks like you've made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago. Heh. Alright. I think it's time we get out of this depressing place. Huh? Where are we going? Food, Nick. Food. Grub. Chow. I'm starved. I'm so hungry, even if you look like a nice Jersey burger on a bun to me, Nick. You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib, at least. Come with us, Mr. Edgeworth, please. I'm okay if you insist. Alright, so how about we hit up our usual burger joint? Don't be silly, Nick. Huh? This case messed up that whole awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. Said that we were gonna have it by having another feast. Another feast? Come on, Nick. Food! I guess you're pain? I guess Phoenix Wright is pain, I guess. Hey pal, sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright? Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I would be hit by a telephone pole, of all things. Telephone pole, wasn't it a red light that got him? I can't hold, I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna deliver all this and he crashes himself. Yeah, I did it again, city boy. I felt that my dear old heart was able to give out on me. I ain't joking. Yeah, it was more exciting than the very last episode of The Steel Samurai. Thanks. And looky here, Mr. Snooty Prosecutor. Don't you reckon it's Billy Mr. Wright too hard? If you don't start being nice to him, he might just kick it. Not even. I'll keep that in mind. Well, come on now. Everyone gather around. You're gonna get a picture taken by a genuine professional photographer. Looks like Lala bought herself a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us. Come on, tonight's all about eat, so let's go chow down, pal. Ahem to that, pal. Ahem. Amen. You know, when you think about it, you were the one who saved the day, detective. Oh, me? You really think so? He's right. If it wasn't for the 3 items you took, I think this trial would have been a very different ending. Oh, well, you know, it's Huh? Wait. That's odd. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. What? 4? Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. There was a 4th item? Ah, come on, y'all. It's over. Oh, I tell you so. You really are something. What is the 4th item? What is the 4th item? Between getting accused of murder and getting kidnapped. Never a dull moment with you, huh? Haha, you think? Why does she look so happy about that? But being shut away for 2 whole days. Aren't you scared? Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So to keep my mind off things, I drew a picture. Sounds like you had a rough, gal. So where's this picture of yours? Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture. You know, I don't know where it went. Aw, that's too bad. Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway. Ah. Just fine to see them both smiling again. What is it, Edgeworth? This thing's picking up something up. Oh, that's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Ugh, that ex to her, I had the most awful experience of my life, sir. I can't believe she stuck a tracking device on me. That's odd. Even though you're standing right here, the tracking device seems to be in a different location. Oh, it's probably busted or something, sir. Well, it doesn't matter. It's about time for me to excuse myself. I still have some work to do. Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't eaten anything yet. You've eaten way too much, you glutton. I had fun tonight, now if you excuse me. Wait. What? I just want to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there. If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, Wright. I feel like words alone aren't enough here. If there's anything I can give him to express how I feel. How about the whip? Fuck it, let's give him the whip.
Take that!
What's this? Thank you. It's all thanks to you two. You and her. You don't need to thank me, it was only doing my job. Looks like Mr. Edgeworth has left, Mr. Nick. Hey, Mystic Maya. Yes, Pearly? I guess you can go back to being your lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. But Pearly, would you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, who's paying for this lovely dinner party?
As if you need to ask, everyone say thank you to Nick. Huh? Wait! I'm paying... Phoenix... well, you kinda deserve it, Phoenix. Yeah, you deserve it.
Oh yeah, I'm kinda at a point where I can't buy instant noodles, pal. So I kinda already put your name on the bill.
Huh? Huh? Yeah, I got me a situation just like that myself. There's this camera shop in this hotel, see? I just bought myself this good old beauty here. It'd be better how... Anyhow, 3,000. Huh? 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 I'm paying for a camera too? Actually, I reckon you bought it for me since it's on your tab and all. Huh? 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 Isn't this great, Mr. Nick? Yeah, Miss Nick. Why do I suddenly feel like screaming? Oh, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal, time to let it all out.
This is going to be the first time I hear the real you. Go on. It's been a real time since I heard you say it. I've been busy being a hostage and all. Alright, then if you say so. Objection! Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. This was a pretty good game. I actually like this case. Unfortunately, I wasn't a big fan of case number 3. Case 2 was fine, I guess. Because I didn't expect that person to be the other way around. Oh, I forgot to do a comment. I'm so happy you could say Mr. Maya and Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for the two of you. Speaking of which, I think this hotel is a popular place for honeymooners. So I sort of made reservations for the two of you, just in case.
Well, pal, looks like I'm back on the force again. Mr. Ezra had a long talk with the chief and he got reinstated for my sake. I heard he said things like, letting that one go is bad for all of society. I knew it. Crashing headlong into everything is the only way to live, pal.
I will be playing the third game, but not yet. There's a game that I'll be playing first. I'm Maggie Brad. I'm retired in this uniform as of today, sir. I'm gonna be a waitress from now on. I bring smiles and joy to the people who come by at the restaurant, sir. I hope you stop by sometime, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So after this, be sure to watch my latest announcement, the October 8th, 20... No, not October 8th. Oh, yes, that girl, I haven't seen her around. But remember, I remember if I laid so much on her, I would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes, oh ho. The frickin' hoti. Guys will expect me to do a new playthrough. You'll see what it is. It'll be pretty obvious. It's time to begin our quest of world circus domination, sweetie. Now that the world knows we're serious, I plan to make a fabulous flight to Zimbabwe. Hey Max, you think your Zimbabwe is like... Do you think there are castles made of cake and bunnies who can talk? I think if there are any talking bunnies, even they won't laugh at Moe's jokes. I'm ready. There's no way these jokes are gonna fall deaf on deaf ears. I'm gonna be more temporary with my humor. Moe curls are our represent. You got a new workout to prepare for Hallelujah Circus. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it.
Men in Trilo.
Oh, what's this? Shred is just an ordinary electric razor recharged on our stand. Can't believe this, really. How long do they plan on making me do this? But it's for Edgy Poo's idea, so that means it must be a deep hidden meeting. But why do I get the feeling they wouldn't forget about me, would they? Pepe. It was never like this in the old days. Everyone thought of the world of me. They used to call me the Queen Wendy and treat me like Gordy as I heard. I feel the pain of my heel and the bird as I speak bird and pray with a fire. He said up to the warehouse and he started the scenery bird right down to the scene who sing. Okay, that was too fast. I appreciate everything Mr. Edgar did for me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I received a letter from Miss Von Karma. See that after I get out, I should feel free to consult her about anything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
It has become difficult for me in this country as of late. As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. I'll maybe be both blessed with longevity. Oh no, it's broken now!
March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International Departments Gate 12. Wait, we're at the airport?
Where are you going, Francisca? How did you know I was here? Edgeworth, I knew it. This had something to do with it. With this. I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example. That's just like you. I only planted it there because he was always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his, I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. It's gonna end in the trash. I promise you that. Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man, he told me something very interesting. When I ran off with the things from the killer's hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir. 4 things? It seems like the last one is his coat pocket. He put it in here. It doesn't matter anymore. This case is already over. What are you going to do now? That's none of your business. Are you running away? Shut up! You don't understand a thing. You can't saucy understand what it means to be a Manfred von Karma's daughter. Francisca. So many expectations from around me, expectations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what, and failure? Such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about that, but me? I'm no genius. I always known that. But I had to be the one. I had to. You may not be a genius like your father, but you're a prosecutor. Yeah, but in and always will be. No, I'm not. Not anymore. I'm even threw my whip away. Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Ah! Right. You knew something like this would happen, wouldn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for the personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking now with that whip. You haven't changed a bit. You always left me alone and walked on ahead without me. Miles Edgeworth, I've always hated you. Oh! And then, finally, my chance to take revenge on you arrived. If I can win against that man, if I can make Phoenix Wright bow down in a defeat, then this girl you left behind would have risen higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge. I see. But you know, I can't do it. I can't change who I am. I can't throw everything I've been until today. I believe you can. Just like how Adrian Andrews did. Adrian Andrews? You are going to use her during the trial, right? But you are dependent on your father by using his tactics, isn't that right? Today you chased after me, after I left you behind all these years, and that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit, you walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francisca von Karma. She's crying. I've never seen that before. Francisca von Karma. Don't you think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever? Our battle begins now. So you had better prepare yourself, Miles Edgeworth. Farewell, Francisca von Karma. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in a battle. Until that end, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this 4th piece. What is the 4th piece? So I can give it to you when at last we meet again. What is the 4th piece of evidence? Fuck! Oh wait, are they really gonna cliffhanger us on what the... Oh, it's the calling card. Nice.
Nice, Nick. It's the calling card. Nice. Even though it's just Nick, but nice. Anyway, that's all for the second game of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. So next time, we'll be playing a different game. You guys will be... And it will not be the third game yet. Well, we will get to the third game soon. But you'll see what it is after this episode is released. So I see you guys all next time.